Like, I have a vagina, deal with it.
Girls rule, women are funny, get over it.
I am a woman. I am a funny woman. We are all talented, funny, powerful women.
Girls rule, women are funny, get over yourself, seriously.
We are out here. It's going to happen. Deal with it. I'm sorry you're not getting laid. It's not about you. Move on.
And then say, my vagina a lot.
Like, I have a vagina. Deal with it.
Huh. Oh my god, that wasn't really all that funny. That's weird.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Saladino. +8 years of awful, politicized English localizations in games and anime by Primal. This is on December 31st, 2023. Many online are unaware just how badly English localizations of both anime and games have been for the past 8+ years, and many instances will be provided as an example. For those not aware, localizations of anime and games in the past decade or so have been catastrophically awful, with localizers often mistranslating lines horribly. On many occasions, localizers have also been known to insert politics that weren't present in the original Japanese, or even rewrite lines for the sake of being funny. More recently, localizations have even been eliminating gendered words entirely, mostly with remakes of older games. And worse yet, even the Japanese versions have been including these changes, such as with the Chrono Cross remaster. Example provided further down below. The changes are no doubt a result of the rise of Western-influenced feminism, where any insults directed towards a female character is offensive and removed. Perhaps the best starting point would be with the English localization of anime Prison School from 2015, where one line was completely rewritten, click the link for more information on each instance, to include a reference to Gamergate. I'm going to have to stop here because this thing is long. It's an epic, and it's infuriating to see just how much these assholes actually changed and how stupid and insipid the changes are. Alright, well, someone I consider a friend of the channel, or at least he's a regular viewer, he was saying that I should do a video on these woke localizers versus AI. The localizers are being threatened with being replaced by AI because companies, of course, find it cheaper. And it's one of those things where, because of the way these assholes have been acting, no one cares. Like, no one is rushing to their defense. I was thinking about doing a video on it anyway, because I did this video called No One Cares That You Don't Like AI Art. And it wasn't about AI art exactly. It was just about how woke pigs, cancel pigs, SJWs, they do this thing where once they decide something is bad, in every context it's bad, and they can use that as an excuse to attack people or dismiss people or whatever. I was getting this thing when I was doing my Miles Morales versus Peter Parker videos and that kind of thing. I was using AI art for the thumbnails because they were attractive. And I would have people who didn't have an argument just say, oh, you're using AI art in the thumbnail. That makes it your argument invalid. Stupid stuff like that. It's like, you are some of the most inhuman people on the planet. Not inhuman because you're so horrible. They are horrible people, but just they're NPCs. Ironically, they hate AI so much, but these are some of the most soulless, stupid, thoughtless people on the planet. They just have a knee-jerk reaction to anything. They don't think, they don't care, and they've created an environment. And that was the video was really about. They've created an environment because they've demanded that human beings can't draw attractive women. If you're a straight man and you want to draw a sexy woman, whether she's naked, fully clothed, whatever, you can't be a straight man and draw a straight woman in a sexy situation without these idiots losing their mind. A lot of these people are genuinely mentally ill. They have all kinds of weird perversions. A lot of them are furries, so they're into bestiality and that kind of thing. But they get mad at straight sex attraction. These people are idiots. But they've set themselves up as the moral authority over everybody else. And so again, since humans are not allowed to create sexy art, AI is taking that position, right? So that was the whole point of me using those thumbnails, because I couldn't find a lot of good art drawn by human beings with sexy women in it, sexy portrayals of silk and that kind of thing. So I had to go to AI. And so what's happening here with these stupid ass localizers is that they've created an environment, and look at that niche gamer article. It's long as hell, but there are so many, receipts. There's so much tea spilled. if you will, showing just how much these pieces of shit have injected themselves, self-inserted themselves into the work of other people. And how in a lot of instances, the actual companies that are in charge of these properties have allowed it to go on, have sanctioned it, have defended it, and that kind of thing. And it's like, this is literally about activism, feminism, and politics. Just because a female character is insulted, it has nothing to do with a feminist wanting women to be equal. Yet they take everything. Like I've talked about this before with, superhero comics. Villains can't be villains because the victims are now suddenly the representative of real life people. You can't victimize a black character because if you do, you're considered racist. Even somebody like Zeb Wells, who's one of the biggest douchebags on the planet, a real shitty writer. So you have people like this. He does this stupid stunt, mandated by the powers that be at Marvel to have Miss Marvel killed off for like a couple of weeks. And despite all of his BS, all the bullshit he's done with the Spider-Man comic up to that point, the bullshit that he's done in She-Hulk, he still was getting death threats from these thoughtless NPCs because he dared to kill a marginalized character. Like, you can't even be a normal superhero if you're black or brown. You can't go through the normal stupid tropes and stunts that everybody else goes through, Batman, Superman, whoever, because the character is brown and female. These are the people who've decided that they can just go into somebody else's art. And if you complain about it, once they make these stupid ass changes and do cringe shit like use online slogans and terminology and stuff and dumb memes, and you call them out on it, they just go, you're a Nazi. This isn't for you. This is ours. And it's not yours. It wasn't meant for you. And, right now is that Jamie Markey lady who's basically the Anita Sarkeesian of of these anime dubbers and these localizers. But then there was also one who I've always hated for the longest time. The OG villain, what's her name? Katrina Lodikis. And I say her, I think this person is trans. I don't know. Maybe they're not. But I don't care if these people get replaced by AI. No one cares if you like AI art or not. It wasn't about defending AI art and saying it's great. And in this situation with these localizers, I don't want AI taking over everything. I don't want stories being written by AI. And I would rather not have translations done by AI. You can just go to Google Translate. Look how weird a lot of those translations are. But at least AI is going to do a better job than these assholes who are actively destroying the text and then getting snippy and pissy and insulting when you call them out on it. And they pretend that this is just some moral battle that they're having with hateful people. When in reality, these are just fans who say, look, I just want a real legit translation. I don't want your stupid politics. I don't want feminism. I don't want memes and dumb online jokes and cringe shit in it. Just translate what the original said as best you can. And don't give us this stupid excuse of, well, the languages are different, so you have to come up with something that will fit a modern audience or fit an English speaker. Some jokes may fall flat if you're not Japanese, but all this stupid shit. So yeah, there's really not much to say. There's been a lot of great videos on this subject. Kael, Rev Says Desu, Chibi Reviews. I know Asmongold. I haven't even watched what Asmongold had to say about it, nor that back and forth between him and that Jamie Markey entity. But normally I would say something like, yeah, it sucks. It's a shame that AI would replace people and less people will be able to find work in these industries because the powers that be don't want to spend money on humans. They just want to do the most expedient, cheapest thing. They don't care about quality. They don't care about getting it right. They just want to just throw something out there. And then they just want us to be consumers. But the problem is these stupid ass woke localizers, these woke-Alizers have created an environment, again, just like with AI art, they've created an environment where nobody gives a shit if they lose their jobs. And in my case, for me, personally, I'm glad that they're going to be replaced. It can't happen fast enough as far as I'm concerned.